All right. Welcome to the third episode of the Nerd Out for this season. Today I have with me Derek and Urge. Derek is from Virginia and Urge is from Michigan. Um, they are pretty excited about digging into this and hoping they make it to the next round. All right. So, just like before, and the ones that seen it before, yes, Monk in the comments, yes, this is the Nerd Out. Um, I'll ask them 4 questions. After those 4 questions, whoever the points that they have gotten, they get to wager that on the last one. Whoever has the most points on that goes into the next round. This is the final first round. The next show is the wild card show, which means the loser from this and the loser from the last three has a chance to come back and redeem themselves. All right. So, 4 questions. Most points goes on in the next round. Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start my public match here. That way I can play while we're doing this. Alright. So let's go ahead and get with the first question. Alright. Which video game should allow cross-platform... if I could actually speak right today. Which video game should allow cross-platform play? And why? Urge, you get to first go.
Oh my. Okay, what I said is Duty. Really like it. Because I know I always wanted to have Call of Duty cross-platform. And so on. But yeah.
Alright.
Team deathmatch.
Derek, which game?
Bring the war to them. Bring it hard.
Honestly, he actually went the same route I did. I said Call of Duty as well, but it's like, you know, it's easier on like both platforms where you got it on Xbox and PS4. It's a community base where there's a large fan base for Call of Duty, and each side of players who have, you know, the opportunity to play with their friends who prefer, you know, each console. So, and plus it would widen a lot of multiplayer lobbies with COD fans and stuff, which I would really be excited for, because I have a lot of friends who play Xbox, and I have PS4, and most of them have PS4, they have for Xbox. It'd be a great feature if they came up with a good cross-platform game for Call of Duty for sure.
Recon airborne.
Alright. Well, since both of you chose the same answer, I can't really award one of you points and not the other. So normally each round is 10 points. I'm going to go ahead and give you each 5.
Cool.
Does that sound good? Alright.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let me crouch down right here for a second.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Alright, question 2. Zeus has... Well, I got killed. Zeus has unleashed his gods upon the earth. Form a team of 4 heroes or villains to save Earth. Derek, you get to go first.
Okay. For me, I would just go with these 4 just in particular, because I mean, like first you gotta have Superman, because it's Superman. He, you know, he can fly. He has all these different types of powers, and come on, it's Superman. He's extremely strong. You got like Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z series, because you got to think they're extremely powerful, and they can also have the power to be gods as well. And I mean, they're extremely agile. They have a lot of defensive maneuvers involved whenever they have like they're fighting and stuff, which would be really cool to see. And you got to have the comic relief of Deadpool, okay? Because Deadpool is just the badass of the group, and he's the comic relief. Could you imagine just having Deadpool show up trying to save Earth? He's just like the funniest guy in the room. You gotta have him. Plus he's just an all-around badass.
Alright. Urge, your 4 heroes.
Okay. I said was Deadshot because he's good with long-range weapons,
Okay.
and like he said, Deadpool and Superman, obviously.
All right.
And my fourth one was the Green Arrow.
All right.
Um,
Now, Urge, why would your team work out better than Derek's?
I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, like, Superman's trying the same thing. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah,
All right.
I suck at this.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Show 'em what you're made
Derek,
of,
why would your
soldier.
team work out better than his?
Well, I mean, you got like the Green Arrow, and he said Deadshot. I mean, they're really good and really skilled in their own way with like long range, and they can take out targets pretty easily with what weapons they have. But as for like we said, we have Deadpool. He's all around good in all qualities. He's Superman, obviously. I mean, you don't have to go into much detail about him, but you know, you also got Goku and Vegeta, who are extremely powerful, and like I said, they have the power to become even stronger and even become Super Saiyans and gods and as well. And they just have that unique ability to where they could probably just take out, especially like Deadshot and maybe Green Arrow, pretty fast.
All
And
right.
then his own was with Superman and stuff, you know.
Okay. I'm going to award this round to Derek.
Of course.
Counterintelligence airborne.
Alright. You were just able to give a more detailed answer.
Right.
Alright. Number 3. What is one video game that should be made into an open world? And Urge, you get to go first.
Okay, what is one video game that should be made to have an open world? I selected The Last of Us because it's only a point-to-point game, but if you make it an open world, it would bring more gameplay and hopefully bring more to the story.
Alright. Derek, which is your answer?
I mean, I kind of said, I mean, I agree with The Last of Us. It was kind of, it went across my mind, but as I got to thinking about it, I was thinking maybe like a Call of Duty based open world. Like, I've just always wanted to see how Call of Duty would approach an open world. Like, where you could have like open deployments to anywhere, either across the country or across different foreign countries and areas and such. You know, you have like mission base where you can get deployed in different areas and such. But it'd be cool to have an open world where you can travel there yourself and also have different objectives to pick up, different certain challenges and situations along the way. And I think it'd be really cool to see and have just a lot of. I feel like it'd have like a lot of multiplayer features as well as far as open world goes. You can have private sessions or you can have public sessions, kind of like the Ghost Recon base, but in a more, I guess you can say, that Call of Duty feel, I guess you can say.
Alright, so why...
First person.
Alright, so why would Call of Duty open world be better than a Last of Us open world?
Well, I mean, The Last of Us is, as you know, it's more of that single-player campaign, adventure type deal, apocalypse type. It would be really good for The Last of Us to have an open world because, like he said, it would open up more of a story. But I would choose Call of Duty because I'm more of that war shooter, and I like playing with a lot of people and a lot of friends, so having the ability to have like maybe a first-person shooter open world Call of Duty based, I would think that would be a lot more fun to me. I think I would just get more out of it, and you can also have that ability to play with your friends, and be able to just go out and all out war with each other, especially if you're doing like objectives and you just kind of run across each other and each other.
Alright.
Maybe
So, Urge, why
a
would The
squad or
Last of
something.
Us work out better than Call of Duty?
Like I said, it'll bring out more gameplay and I don't know. Yeah, he basically got me, stumped me. I guess I don't have anything else to say.
Alright. Out of the two that y'all chose, you know, I let y'all have this one as a round to choose a game that you would see. And out of the two that you gave me, I think I would much rather see The Last of Us as an open world.
Ready to engage.
There.
Ace-on bombing mission ready.
I stole their bomb. Aww. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and give those points to Urge. So we're at 15-15. Question 4. Which 2017 game should be turned into a movie?
I'm taking this one.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. Honestly, I think, and I mean, it's based on the year. I mean, I kind of think of it as a 2017 based game as well, because it did come out for the Nintendo Switch. But I think I would love to see a Legend of Zelda movie come out based on the Breath of the Wild, just because you can use it in an animation, and people could watch it in an animation based on the same graphic and animation they used in the actual game, because it was like really beautiful and seemed to like that. And then on top of that, you know, in Breath of the Wild, it actually starts you out in the Cave of Resurrection, where you just kind of wake up after 100 years and you're kind of like out of thought. And when you progress, the old man that you find, and he does seeks you out with tasks and stuff, actually ends up being the last king of Hyrule, who actually tells you basically who you are and like what's happened over the past 100 years since like this Great War, and what happened during the Great War, and who the princess is, and basically just kind of recaps you on who you are and everything, which could capture not only the gamers' interest, could capture a lot of non-gamers and people who are unfamiliar with The Legend of Zelda, and could slowly increase the fan base of Legend of Zelda. And as well, you know, it'd just be a really good movie, I think. You know, and just be not only would it pique gamers' interest, it would also pique a lot of non-gamers and a lot of even their families' interest as well. I feel like it'd be a good movie all around. And it'd be good to see a Legend of Zelda movie, appointed knight saving the princess based movie. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay. Alright, Urge? I couldn't hear you. Your mic's breaking in and out.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I had my mic muted for some reason. I said, I think The Last of Us should be a great movie because it brought so much to gaming world, but why not Naughty Dog bring the great story to the big screen?
Did you say The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't hear my whole answer, did you? Or...
No.
Yeah, alright. Let's see.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Alright, I'll read it off again. I said, I think The Last of Us should be a great movie because it brought so much to gaming world, but why not Naughty Dog bring the great story to the big screen?
Okay.
That's what I said.
Alright.
Remember your training. Make us proud.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the winner for this one. Not trying to harp on it, Urge, but I asked for a 2017 game.
Oh, yeah.
That game
That's
I
right.
was not a 2017 game. So
Yeah, I should have read it better.
by default, Derek will receive the points for that. So that'll put it at 25-15. Alright, so. Okay. Alright, so we're going into the last round. How many points will y'all be wagering?
I don't know, 5, I guess.
I think I'll do 5 as well.
We need reinforcements.
Alright, 5. Alright. We have a 3-way battle between Spider-Man, Hulk, and Superman. Who wins? And whoever takes the answers first, picks one first, gets it.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
So you got Spider-Man, Superman, and Hulk you can choose from.
Okay, you said Spider-Man, Superman, and Hulk, and you
Yes.
said
Who would
what
win
was the,
in a fight?
scenario again?
Who would win in a
Who would
fight?
win in a fight? Okay, is this my question now, or is it his?
It's both of yous. Whoever chooses one first gets it.
Okay.
I would say Superman.
Okay. So he's got Superman. Which one you taking?
Enemy bomb
Me
incoming.
personally,
Get to cover.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Incredible Hulk.
Okay. Alright. So why Superman?
I would pick Superman because he's really strong and his capability of taking an impact, and he can fly. I don't know, is pretty sure doesn't he have laser eyes? I think so.
Yes.
No. Yes. He also has the laser eyes. Which, I don't know. I think Superman could win against the Hulk because he has
Alright.
all those capabilities.
So, how would Hulk defeat Superman?
I mean, he did pick a good character. I mean, he did pick a good superhero, so it is kind of harder to pick those. Superman and Hulk and Spider-Man. It's kind of a win-win situation. Hulk, I think I picked Hulk mainly because he's obviously a lot stronger than Spider-Man in most ways. You know, he's got brute force. He's a lot larger. He has the ability to throw heavier objects. He has the ability to, he can pin you under any objects he wants. I mean, you've seen what happened. I mean, there's a lot of evidence between what the Hulk has done to a lot of other characters. You've seen him. And, I mean, the angrier he gets, you know, it's like, it's kind of like how Superman's really strong as he is, but, you know, the Hulk gets stronger. He's, like I said, he's got brute force. He's really strong, and, I mean, it kind of be a tough fight, you know, but where they're both pretty strong. It's just more of like the, I guess you can say, who could be more wittier.
Alright. Okay, so with this, just based on the answers y'all gave me, I'm gonna go ahead and give this round to Urge, which will shoot his score up to 20, and you lose 5 points, which will leave you at 30. So this winner of the Nerd Out will be Derek. So, Derek, you will return at a later date.
Enemy care package observed.
Urge.
Deny the enemy resupply.
There's going to be a voting poll on my True Nerdgasm Facebook page, and if you get the most votes, you can come back and attempt to redeem yourself. Derek, you do not have to do that because, of course, you made it to the next round. The next episode will be next Sunday at 8 p.m. It will be the wild card round, so it will be based on the poll that you will be able to find within the next couple hours on our Facebook page. So,
sounds good.
I appreciate everybody who watched, and I will see you next time.